I don't. I don't really know where to start. If I'm going to be honest with you, this last year has been very tough for me, and it's led to me creating this video for reasons I don't understand. But I feel like sharing sort of my story, what I've been through as this human. And I know that your story is not that different from mine. So I'll try to give everything. To share my perspective. So that we can land more into whatever you see on the screen in front of you. Because that's what I sort of long for. And this is really unexplainable, but I'll do my best. So where do we begin? You exist. Wherever you are present. You experience your life. You are in this moment, going through your life as your individual, having your desires, accomplishments, fears, preferences, your unique self. And you want the best for yourself. That's why I create this content. I want this to sort of have an effect on myself, so I can land more into what the deepest part of me wants, truly. And that is somewhere in the line of these words right there that you see on the screen. That includes these pictures as well. Yeah. We don't understand this, really. We don't understand why we exist. We don't understand why my life is this way. Why am I not more handsome? Why am I not stronger? Why is it difficult to sort of fulfill my desires? And it comes with beliefs, who you think you are. And where does those beliefs sort of come from? So let's say this is sort of like the alpha and the omega, whatever you see on the screen. This is where we come from, and this is where we will return to in whatever aspect. It could be in this life as well. So yeah, let me just try to. So what we kind of want is that, imagine that this, I'll use this color. Imagine that this is you. Yeah, it's okay. And this is your brain with all of your beliefs. Some are healthy and good, and some are destructive. In your brain, it has an effect on the reality you experience. Because what's looking through your eyes, consciousness, awareness, this is what matters. Nothing else really matters. Because it's the experience of feelings and emotions and accomplishments that matter. Think about your most beautiful moments in life, when you suddenly fell in love and felt seen, felt belonged, felt at home. Or what happened to me recently, a girl I loved deeply left me and found someone else, and she's not in my reality anymore. And that hurts deeply, because you feel unworthy, lost, yeah, whatever. The experience is what matters. Your inner eye. Right there. And this comes from source, really. Right here. And since I'll just use my words to the best of my ability. What is nothing? What is everything? What is God? What is love? What is the I am? What is this experience? No one understands. No one knows. But nothing will always be nothing. So nothing is everything for eternity. And since we exist, magic is real. It has to be. This existence didn't cost anything. It's free, totally free. It's eternity, really. That's playing. It plays. And this is the best. This is like truly the best. Because what does this really mean? This means that we already have everything. So whatever, you exist as nothing, you have everything, you have complete abundance, you are in perfect peace. You love yourself and you love whatever nothing and everything is, because that's you. That's the universe. That's why you see the you in the universe. So this sort of creates your experience right there. The life that you're going through right now. here's what's so tragic. Because when you remember that this is true, that this really is the truth, then how come you experience this? How come that this is your reality? I'll never really understand why this decided to become this. In a world where we don't know what's true. We human beings, we run around and we survive. It feels like a slavery of survival. It's the fall. We sort of fell down here on this plane in the third dimension where time is real. This is sort of what I want. I would love. I know this is true. A deep part of me knows that this is true. You see the veil right there. This is also a veil that continues on in your brain, sort of. If I'm going to sort of explain this, like we humans, we have so many blocks. And these are our beliefs that came from this right here. This right here. This right here. The conditions we believe are true. Because why do you want to come up here? Because you want to find inner peace. You want to find peace. You want to find yourself as nothing and everything, and abundance, the feeling of being in your true nature, actually being worthy. In a reality where you love yourself unconditionally. So we humans, we have beliefs and fears because we exist in these bodies right here. That's an animal. This is an animal, really. And this animal, it can experience pain, discomfort. It feels like it needs to survive. We're not sure if the universe provides for us unconditionally. And I'm not ready to truly test that yet, as of now. But for now, since I went through this system, I go to a job that's similar, where I am in this sort of cage, this prison, where I don't feel free on this side of the veil. But I believe that through forgiving your beliefs and landing more into whatever's up here, because you love yourself, you want the best for yourself, you will create a reality that resonates with freedom. And by ultimately doing the work, because as within becomes so without. The truth is that you love yourself because you are existence itself. Existence is looking through your eyes. God is looking through your eyes. Nothing and everything is looking through your eyes. But man, we humans, and me as well, because this is my journey. I have been in this body, feeling unworthy for love, feeling that worth is conditional. Worth is about survival. But it's not. The truth is found right here in unconditional love. Me and you, we were always worthy, and the job is to forgive ourselves, to remove the beliefs that we were told by our parents, by the collective human shadow. Because we're all afraid. We are very afraid, because why is there pain? Why does pain exist? Why do I need to survive? Where is my freedom? Why do these conditions apply to my reality? Why do I need a shelter? Why do I need to eat? Why do I desire love? Where is my soulmate? What is it that I truly even want? But I want to land into whatever this is through the experience that I have right now. So we fall down here, and from a very young age in school, our childhood is stolen from us. Because when you see in sort of kindergarten, when babies, it's about play, it's about having fun, it's about existing. But somewhere along this line, from here to here, in whatever career you choose, you lose your true self. Life becomes about fighting or flighting, about money. Life is a survival slavery. And a deep part of you feels a fucking hatred towards God, the world, whatever, because you feel lost. You are truly alone with yourself, going through this experience, and you don't know what's true. And because we need to survive, because we think we need to survive, because we think it's about survival right here, to fulfill the conditions of the cage right there. We are deathly afraid of not having these fulfilled. We seem to be experiencing what's about conditional worth. Your teacher told you that you were only worthy if you performed in school. You need to perform for jobs. You need to perform for friends, status, sports, hobbies, relationships. This doesn't feel like freedom. This existence feels like a slavery. But by forgiving yourself, because somewhere along this line you felt that you're not good enough in the sport or hobby that you did, that you couldn't compete with other kids or whatever. You fell in love with a girl, but she never picked you. And then this becomes sort of a loop of hell or whatever's down here. And this becomes stronger. The fight or flight mode, the survival slavery becomes stronger. Life becomes a performance. It's not about play. It's not about just existing anymore, as it was when you were young. It's about performing for the girl, being enough. Only allowing rest when you perform or have or get. This system in society, culture, the news, what this system tells you, it's very harsh. It's close to evil almost. Because this puts self-hatred towards yourself, because you believe death is real. You believe you seem to be separate from everything around you. You don't know where God is. Where is God? Why do I exist in this survival slavery? And then you dig into shadow work. You forgive your beliefs. Maybe you have an experience or something breaks. You start to maybe feel your body again, feel your true emotions. And then your body remembers something deeper. It remembers this. And maybe just a small, tiny part of it. But as you taste this, and for me, I tasted this through a psychedelic experience and through heartbreak and feeling my body, sort of. Because we have nervous systems that carry the unworthiness of whatever has been happening here for your past lifetimes. Where we have seen wars, pain, death, rules, conditions. The harsh truth of religion that says that God will sentence you to hell. The harsh truth of atheism that says that you will never exist beyond this life right here and now. So within each and every one of us, we have this child, this inner child that were thrown into the system right here, thinking, Will things be okay? Am I enough? Am I free? You actually need to forgive yourself for believing in these lies. So you come back to yourself, and you forgive by asking your body what it carries. And you can do this when you're alone, and it's messy. It will your body can need everything in between of crying, screaming, being angry, punching something, to truly having sex with yourself for the first time. Where you let go of shame. Where you allow the sensations to be. Where you open yourself up to the feelings within you. And then you forgive. And you cry and you scream out your true orgasm, or you scream at the world, you scream at God, you scream at yourself, you forgive yourself, really, because if this is what's true, then how the heck did we land down here? With all this fear. How did we fall? And then something shifts within you. Something shifts. The veil of the slavery of conditions down here, where you didn't feel worthy, you didn't feel enough, you didn't feel worthy of sex, you didn't feel worthy of money, you didn't feel at peace until you didn't feel you were handsome enough, attractive enough. You felt that you needed to be something else. Whatever, this hell down here, where you strive, you perform, you sell yourself to this system right here. As you forgive, you write down whatever you truly feel, honestly. You just need to be honest. And realize that there are no rules. Really, you can do anything because God is unconditional love. It loves you whatever you do, whatever you feel like doing, however you feel like expressing yourself. So you clean this mess up. You feel your unworthiness. You feel your feelings of not being worthy of love, of women, of whatever. And then, as you forgive yourself, this veil changes. Maybe I should use a better call. Maybe it's removed, really. And then your reality, the experience you go through, aligns more with what's up here. That you exist and therefore you are whole. You exist and therefore you are abundant. You exist and therefore you are eternal. That this existence didn't cost anything. That everything is okay and will always be okay. That I love you because you are me. And the reality you experience is God playing with itself. God is you and everyone. And this, I struggle with sort of freeing myself in front of a camera, but this is to cry about, it is to laugh about, it is to scream about. It's so beautiful, it can't be put into words, really. You realize that everything you met, every experience you went through was all there for you to return to your true self, to return to truth, to return to the beauty in that you are this, that can dream, and experience anything you desire, and that is this life, to fall into the darkness right there. Whatever you read on the screen, wanting to control your reality, you can let go truly by realizing this truth. You let God take over, sort of. You allow yourself to just be and feel. And in this, you rest. You find peace. You allow whatever happens. And you let life surprise you, this universe surprise you. And this will be more beautiful than you can ever imagine. That you already had everything unconditionally. Because now you love yourself. Because you realize that this right here, everyone you meet, everything that's around you, you already have this if this is what you desire. Because your interdimensional soulmate, or your soulmate in this reality, it's you, it's yourself. And then you forgive the limitations you thought were true. You forgive yourself for whatever this taught you, really. You feel your feelings of unworthiness, and in this you die. You collapse. Through your emotions, because this truth is kind of too beautiful, really, for the body to carry. And then in this death, of crying, screaming, orgasm, whatever. Honesty, asking you what the body carries. Feeling through noise, feeling through whatever. You are reborn. And you realize that were always carried. And that everything that happened was meant for you. Everything that happened was you having the experiences that you needed to return to what you've always been. I hope some of this came through to you. And we'll take the journey from here and see what happens. But this year has been tough. Of the true me coming back to myself. And you can pray as well, because everything is you. You can pray to God. You can and be honest in whatever. And we forgive this for the purpose it had. The cosmic joke, the forgetting. It's all part of the most beautiful play of everything, really. To fall back into this, to realize that the girl you have feelings for actually is yourself. And you always have her in eternity, really. In a way that I can't explain as of now, but because every feeling you had was you showing yourself. Because you are love deep within. Deep within you, there is a heart, your chakras, whatever. It's love. Everything is within you. The third eye, right there. So you can rest, you can love yourself. I don't feel like I have anything more to share as of now. I love you, really. And you can hold yourself, because you are always held by everything. This is you. Anything is possible. Just fall into this right here. And it might surprise you and become your reality. Which I wish is upon myself. That's why I share this. Okay? I love you. Take care of yourself. Bye.